you guys got the plan, right? I'm going to go ahead and do the drawing, but of course, Travis T's going to win it. So, I mean, obviously, since we do it about 2 out of every 3 weeks. Oh, I hear an echo. Does that mean we're live? Oh, God. Hold on. That's not good.
We are live, brother. Yes,
We're
we
live.
are.
Oh, I just got an email that says we're live.
Why would you let people in on the fix?
Oh, I thought the fact that I said let's do a cold open would have let you know that and follow my lead. But no, that's all right. You guys did great. So anyway, live from Burlington, Kansas, it's Fowl Territory.
So why do they call it a cold open if it's a hot?
That was a hot mic. How is that a cold open?
Did you do it without a intro?
Did he say talk over the intro?
That's
Good, I
exactly
said.
what I said. And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fowl Territory 253. I am your cordial host, Gizzard Gary, and it is Friday, March the 1st. So welcome, one and all, to the show. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see who we got out there first of all. It looks like the first one out there this evening was Gun Websites with the first thumbs up. I need to change that banner. I've got the pre-show banner. Here we go. That's a little better. All right. So, Gun Websites first, and then we have Kingpin. Happy Every Second Matters Eve. Krabby Turtle is in the audience. Woods is also out there. Click on Woods. There we have Artak and Daughters, and we have Mike out there with the yo. We have Boomstick Revenge, and we have Jacob S is in the chat. Duffer426 is out there. Justin Grimm says hello, everyone, and Misha N. We waiting on Snob to finish his makeup. Listen, did you know no amount of makeup will ever fix Snob? Now you do. Ah, wow. Michael Dunn is out there. And let's see. I see Dale Pogue. And I see Hillbilly out there. And then here's so far 13 people in the show. It's a light crowd, but a good crowd. All right, so does this crowd deserve the stellar panel that I have for you this evening? It may not be the panel you need, but it's the panel you deserve. So let's meet them. Look at there, I changed places with somebody.
Why am I over
How about
there?
that? Well, you want to host the show? Go right ahead.
No, I'm not.
He didn't want to be here, let alone host.
I don't know why you put me over there.
Oh, I remember why.
So I could be your bottom.
There you go. All right. So now to my right is my co-host with the co-most hated by YouTube. He hails from the state of North Carolina. He is, of course, the sunshine that brightens our day. He is the oracle of knowledge, the voice of reason, and the man of orange. Let's welcome your friend and mine, Obnoxious One.
Yo.
Glad to have you aboard, sir. All right. So let's go down to the bottom of the panel here, and let's go to my neighbor to the east. He comes from the Show Me state of Missouri. He, of course, is well known as the host of the Guns, Beer, and Therapy Saturday Night podcast at this same time Saturday night, which is tomorrow. And he, of course, is Hillbilly Up. Yay!
Thanks for having me here. Gizzard.
Glad to have you.
Man. Always enjoy my Friday nights being here with you guys, man. Always fun.
You bet. I see Hasbro is out there in the chat. I also see Defense Dad, who wants to know who farted. Was not me. Okay. All right. And last but not least, my neighbor to the south. He is, of course, the pride of Chelsea, Oklahoma. And he, of course, is known for being quite the shocking individual. Let's meet the GunSnob.
Yo,
This is.
I want a refund. I heard
This is.
Two Live Moo was going to be here.
Yeah,
No,
he's
no,
not
right
here,
now.
is he?
No, I want a refund. I didn't want to join if it wasn't for Moo. I only joined for Moo, and he didn't show up.
Show isn't over.
He's a dirty son of a bitch. Yeah, he's
No,
a son of a bitch.
I want to say hello to the musical Stephen Sheets. Welcome, Stephen. Also, Milsurp Duo is out there in the audience. So is that one person or is it two? Just about has to be two, doesn't it? I would say so. Bernie Sanchez is also out there. Dale Pogue wants a refund. Wow. And we have Ghost Tactical out there in the audience with the Aloha. Wow. We're up to 25 people in here. And I honestly don't have a clue why. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Defense Dad says, I've been out looking at new vehicles, and coming from someone who sold cars for 10 years, car lots are assholes.
I have it on good authority that Moo is actually listening because I got a text. It wasn't so friendly.
Oh? Hasbro says, give Dale his refund in hard seltzers. We could do that. We could 100% do that. All right. Well, this chat is kind of starting off slow. So we're going to have to liven things up a little bit.
Yeah, you don't like it when I liven things up.
I don't care.
Tell me I'm taking it off. I'm taking it off track.
Go ahead, take it off track. Quiet. I don't care. It's not on track anyway. There is no track.
Well, I always have to sit here and be quiet when I take it off track.
Come on. Misha's out there. Have some
street
fun.
Defense, Dad. I hate car salesmen. It's one job that we could do without.
Misha says, Snob did ride the short bus. Wow.
It was a full-size bus. I probably should have been on the short bus, but
you wouldn't fit on the short bus because you've been 6 foot tall since you were in the 3rd grade. Or about then. How old were you when you got to be 6 foot tall?
I don't know.
Grade school?
Yeah. I don't know, really.
You don't know? I'll bet your mom's got a mark on the wall somewhere. Kent.
Closet door 12. Somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we still have our hallway closet door still has all the marks on it for all our kids growing up.
That would signify that my mom actually liked me, so.
Oh. Well, they gave you a cool name like Kent. You knew your parents had to love you.
Yeah, something like that.
And Looks like our prize winner's here. Travis T is out there in the audience. So. Misha says,
Congratulations, Travis.
Snob definitely peaked in like the 5th grade and it's been downhill since. Wow. Defense Dad says, I walked out of 2 dealerships this week so far. Being in sales myself for 27 years, bad sales techniques I have no patience for. Well, you better not go into a car dealership then. Hasbro says to Hillbilly, speaking of grandkids, just found out we have another on the way. We'll be 2, not the 17,000 you have, but we're thrilled.
Congratulations, brother. Yep, them grandkids are something else.
Well, how about we talk about some gun stuff? And
Is this a gun channel?
Who better to talk about than an expert on shooting guns right here? Maybe. There we go. And this is an article by Cam Edwards today that says, testimony in the Rust Armorers trial not great for Baldwin. Our good old buddy, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin won't stand trial on involuntary manslaughter charges until July at the earliest. But given that he was the one holding the gun when cinematographer Helena Hutchins was shot and killed on a set of the movie Rust, his actions have featured prominently in the trial of the movie's armorer, Hannah Gutierrez Reed. Reed is also facing an involuntary manslaughter charge, and prosecutors have been painting a picture of lackadaisical safety on the set, where actors and crew members were using the movie's guns for plinking and target practice. It's still not known how a live round made it in the revolver used by Baldwin, but in testimony on Thursday, Assistant Director David Halls recalled that Gutierrez Reed had emptied the revolver and refilled it with what were believed to be dummy rounds before handing the gun to Baldwin. And quoting here, I did not see Ms. Gutierrez take the gun from Mr. Baldwin, Hall said during questioning by the prosecution, but she appeared back on my left-hand side and she said she had put dummy rounds into the revolver. The testimony of Hulls, who pleaded no contest last year to negligent use of a firearm and completed 6 months of unsupervised parole, may weigh significantly as prosecutors reconstruct the chain of events and custody of ammunition that led to the shooting. He described a rudimentary safety check in which Gutierrez Reed opened a latch on the revolver and he could see 3 or 4 dummy rounds inside that he recognized. She took a few steps to Mr. Baldwin and gave Baldwin the gun, Halls testified. Gutierrez Reed hasn't testified but told investigators in the aftermath of the shooting that she left the loaded gun in the hands of Halls and walked out of a makeshift church on the set beforehand. She has pleaded not guilty. The prosecutors alleged there were multiple points of failure that led to Hutchins' death, including Baldwin's own actions. On Thursday, jurors saw footage from the Rust set that showed the actor violating one of the most basic rules of gun safety. The director called action, and Alec Baldwin emerged from a wooden shed and advanced toward the camera, firing shots from an old pistol. As soon as he heard "cut," the actor wanted to do the take again. One more, one more, one more, right away, Baldwin shouted. Let's reload. Hannah Gutierrez Reed, the film's 24-year-old armorer, hurried to put more blanks into his gun. Baldwin was visibly impatient. Here we go. Come on, he said. We should have 2 guns and both were reloading. In other scenes, Gutierrez Reed could be seen holding a shotgun upright by the barrel. Carpenter also said that when Baldwin was trying to speed up the reloading of the pistol, she should have slowed things down. Rushing with firearms and telling someone to rush with firearms is not normal nor accepted, Carpenter testified. In a situation like that, when you're getting rushed to that extent, that's when safety starts to fall by the wayside. In another take, Baldwin could be seen lying on his back on the ground while holding a pistol. He gestured with the gun, explaining to the crew how he was going to get up and fire. I don't want to shoot toward you, Baldwin said. I'm going to shoot close to you. Asked if he saw anything wrong with the clip, Carpenter said he's using the weapon as a pointing stick. At one point, Gutierrez Reed could be heard off screen warning the crew, "Everyone in the path of the gun, please move." Carpenter said it appeared that Gutierrez Reed was avoiding addressing the issue with Baldwin. "She is attempting to not correct Mr. Baldwin, but to try to make the crew move in a more safe position," Carpenter said. Gutierrez Reed is yet to testify herself, but it would not be unreasonable to believe that a 24-year-old who is just starting out in the movie business would have been too intimidated to chastise Baldwin for unsafe gun handling, especially given the actor's track record of angry outbursts and his role as a film's producer as well as a star. Carpenter told jurors that regardless of the circumstances, Gutierrez Reed still had a job to perform, and if that's not something you feel capable of doing, you should never step in the position of doing it. You have to be prepared to go home. Given the time constraints of the film and the fact that other crew members had already walked away, allegedly in part because of unsafe working conditions, Gutierrez Reed may have felt pressure to stay on the job or was worried what would happen to her future as an armorer if she went home. That might not justify your actions, or inactions as the case may be, but it does help to explain them. Baldwin, on the other hand, is an industry veteran who has worked with guns on set throughout his career. He should have known better than to use the barrel of a revolver to point with. You should always treat a gun as if it's loaded. That means never pointing it at anything you're not willing to destroy. Baldwin's on camera blatantly ignoring those fundamental gun safety rules, and with other witnesses adamant that the revolver could not have been fired unless the trigger was pulled, Gutierrez Reed's trial has already been damaging to Baldwin's defense. Though the footage on Thursday was meant to establish that Gutierrez Reed wasn't doing her job properly, I suspect that jurors in Baldwin's trial will also be reviewing the video, at least if Baldwin doesn't take a plea deal between now and July. All right. What's your thoughts on this, guys? Anything?
I mean,
well, they have
Go
the
ahead, Betty.
armorers on there, and I'm sure the armorers and the union have pushed for this. They're responsible for it. And if she let Alec Baldwin bully her, that's still on her.
Right.
Because not all of them have any kind of firearms knowledge. That's what the armorers are there for. So there's multiple failures there, but the legal failure is going to be on her. Whether we like Alec Baldwin or not, the legal failure is on her.
Well, my point of view is this: is if you have a gun and you think it's totally empty, you point it at somebody, it goes off. It don't matter what you've been told. You're responsible for that firearm. You shouldn't be pointing it at anybody, directly, even if it's empty. Because if you can weasel out of this, then nobody's responsible for, shooting a firearm that they think might have a dummy round or might be empty.
Well, I mean, not to speak in Baldwin's defense, but like Obi said, I think if you're a movie star and you've got a registered armorer on the set, you should be reasonably assured that that gun doesn't have live rounds in it. What do you think, Obi?
Yeah.
Or whoever.
That's exactly the thing. That I mean, unless they're gonna switch over to all rubber guns or all prop guns or whatever, then that's part of the reason they have the armorer there, and that's the armorer's responsibility. But like Misha said, and I've said it as well. Why was there even live ammo on the set? That's going to come down to who brought that ammo. Why was it on the set?
I had heard that they all were out. That most of them were out shooting that day with live ammo. Like target practicing or whatever. I don't know facts. But
Guess not. Alrighty. Let's see. Bending Ballistics is out there. He says the armorer should take full fault of this case. Technically, the armorer's job is to make sure firearms are safe for that scene. That's true.
Mm-hmm. That's there's there's a union, and she's part of it, and that's the union is pushed for this, so it's gonna be on the armor. And like I said, if she let Alec Baldwin bully her, it's still on her. She is the one, and you can bet your ass that's in their contract. She is the one responsible. She can full stop everything because she's the armorer.
Okay. So let's go to my next article.
And they never should have allowed live ammo on set.
No, they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
That's going to be her fault unless she can prove that somebody else brought it in and she didn't know about it, but she would have been the one in control of the gun, so she would have known about it.
Okay, we have an article from Tom Knighton. And it says, Mills' mum on Maine Democrats' anti-gun demands. Okay. Maine Governor Janet Mills is an interesting case. She's a Democrat, and there's not really any doubt about that. Most of her policies fall neatly in line with her party's politics. The one place she seems to diverge is on guns. Yes, she's pushing gun control now, but it's really not as bad as a lot of her fellow Democrats wanted. In fact, they're now asking for a lot, including a 72-hour waiting period on gun purchases. So far, the governor hasn't really been tripping over herself to respond to these demands. In fact, she's been pretty quiet. Governor Janet Mills declined to take a position Wednesday on a set of new gun control and mental health proposals from Democratic lawmakers that go farther than her policy response to the Lewiston mass shooting. The three bills, which had the backing of most legislative Democrats, are highlighted by renewed attempts to require 72-hour waiting periods on gun purchases, and ban bump stocks or other rapid-fire devices attached to semi-automatic weapons. Those proposals failed to pass the Democratic-controlled legislature last year and during previous sessions. But Democratic leaders behind the latest measure said the October 25 mass shooting at a Lewiston bowling alley and bar that left 18 dead and 13 injured has forced Mainers to consider ways to prevent more violence in the future. The governor recognizes that there's a strong and diverse set of perspectives on both sides of the aisle about how we can improve public safety in Maine. Mills spokesperson Ben Goodman said Wednesday after Democrats held a news conference to discuss the bills. She welcomes a robust, respectful, and collaborative discussion about steps we can take to better protect Maine people, and she believes it is critical we take action, Goodman said. The thing is, Mills doesn't seem to be inclined to take those particular actions, and why would she? Lewiston happened, and there are a lot of things we could do to address the fact that it did, especially since we know the killer was seriously mentally ill, but a 72-hour waiting period wouldn't have stopped him. He'd had those guns for far longer than that already, nor would it stop any other criminal or mass murder. None of this would prevent this, nor are Democrats really pretending it would. They just think they can get away with it now versus last year. And here's the thing. I can't definitively say Mills won't sign such a bill into law. She is a Democrat, and she's inclined to at least take some steps with regard to legislation following Lewiston. She's not been bad on guns as governor, but that could change. Yet if she doesn't, these measures are dead. While the Democrats control the legislature, they lack a veto-proof majority. There's no way Republicans in the state are going to roll over and vote for legislation they're vehemently opposed to after the governor vetoed it. It's just not going to happen. So we'll have to wait and see precisely what happens in Maine, because it's going to be interesting, to say the least. Any thoughts on that?
Gun control is always knee-jerk reactions.
Yep. It for sure is.
They will accomplish nothing except make it harder on people who aren't going to shoot up stuff.
All right, let's see. Out there in the chat, Travis T says the best possible gun safety law that could be passed is to ban people with zero knowledge about guns from regulating them. This is not a bad idea. Duffer says gun laws always put the fear of God in criminals. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I see Optimus Prime Rib is out there. All right. And Hasbro says got to go. Have a great evening. Good to see you.
Not as, bro.
Clint Torres says, the thing is, Democratic arguments are always the same. Therefore, I believe we should point that out and tell them to STFU. I do believe that's true. All right. Staffu. All right. So, let's see. We got one more anyway. So let's go. This one might be kind of fun. This story says Washingtonian acts like LGBT gun owners are something new. Are they? Let's find out. I get annoyed by the acronym for the LGBT community continuing to grow until we've reached a point that no one can keep it straight. No pun intended. But the LGBT folks have been around for a very long time. These days, though, we hear a lot of rhetoric about how folks are in danger because they're LGBT or some variation thereof. So a lot of folks in these groups are buying guns and learning how to use them. There's nothing new about that. We've had people from all different communities become gun owners. Yet at the Washingtonian, they act like this is something new. And quoting here, in all of our conversations, however, Rachel told me about feeling unsafe or worrying about the safety of people around her. America has never been especially friendly towards LGBTQ plus people, and in recent years, their growing cultural visibility and acceptance has sparked a backlash. Radical right-wing groups have harassed drag events, while some Republican politicians and self-proclaimed parents' rights organizations have portrayed school lessons and library books about sexual orientation and gender identity as pedophilic tools for grooming children. Meanwhile, governments in red and purple states have legislated specifically against trans people aged 13 to 17, who, according to recent reports, number about 300,000. 23 states ban transgender kids from taking part in sports that align with their gender identities. 22 forbid gender-affirming health care, and 9 ban people from using restrooms that don't align with the sex they were assigned at birth. Violence looms as well. A 2021 report from UCLA's law school found that trans people are more than 4 times as likely as cisgender people to be victims of violent crime. 1 in 4 trans people polled by the health policy research nonprofit KFF and the Washington Post said they've been physically attacked because of their identity. The FBI's tally of hate crimes based on gender identity jumped 32% from 2021 to 2022, and again, the actual number is likely higher. Rachel often feels scared to go out at night. For a lot of us, it feels like we're living in the years before something really bad happening, she says. About a year after she came out, she says, she and her mom were arguing about gun ownership. Mom is not a fan. Her mother told her fear was just part of what being a woman is. It is scary. But Rachel doesn't want to live that way. Guns, she said, offer a solution. Here's the part that would probably blow the writer's mind. No one is bothered by Rachel embracing her Second Amendment rights except the anti-gunners. LGBT folks have been part of the gun community for ages. Yes, there are some in the community bothered by this, but most people really don't care. If you're a shooter, then you're someone we welcome into the shooting community. If you support our right to keep and bear arms, we support yours. And hell, I'll support yours even if you don't support mine. The truth is that anyone who feels like they might be the target of a violent crime should consider getting a gun and learning how to use it if they're lawfully able. They should take it to the range regularly and know how to use it in a defensive situation. They should know the self-defense laws in their state. Nothing about this is controversial. Most of us on this side of the fence would say as much. This piece seems like it's trying to show a new phenomenon, something that'll shatter the right-leaning nature of the gun community. However, what's going to happen is, in time, these new gun folks are going to get tired of Democrats, their supposed allies in all things, trying to take their guns away. Either Democrats will need to stop pushing gun control, which is a win, or they're going to lose their voters entirely. Won't that make quite the article at some place like the Washingtonian?
Yeah,
All
I never.
right.
What's the Washingtonian? Is it like the public bathroom outside of Washington? Or?
I'm guessing it's a publication of some sort. I can't say as I know. Does anybody else know anything about this or have anything to say about this article?
Yeah. Where did they get their? I mean, again, we're getting into this. Where did they get their numbers? I mean, are there victims of violence because of their identity? Is that like the school shooting number, or is that an actual number? I mean, are we getting into that, or are we just talking about how we don't care? I don't care what you identify as. I don't care who you sleep with. I just don't. And I think there's a lot of people that don't give two shits about it. But the only people who seem to really care about any of that stuff are the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
So the Washingtonian is a magazine.
Okay.
I looked it up. Well, let's see. Bending Ballistics says, as gun owners, we all should support the organization Armed Equality. Let's see. Wood says you gotta watch those Washington people. Too many Subarus. Yeah, that's probably true. Wood says so Foss is off the hook. Yeah, I think we're talking about Washington D.C. basically is what this magazine is geared towards. So, well, we've got a little bit of extra time, it seems. So let's go. Let's go back here and see what we've got here. Anybody see anything that looks interesting? If not, I guess we can play charades or something like that.
What was that about the Ohio crime stats and
Ohio crime stats?
I think it's under corner in there. No, down one more. Down. Op-ed takes right in the center.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Op-ed takes issue with citing Ohio crime stats after constitutional carry took effect. All right. Violent crime in Ohio is down. The state passed constitutional carry. These two facts are indisputable. What's a matter for discussion is whether or not they're related to one another, and if so, how much. The truth of the matter is that cities in the state saw a massive drop in homicides, even as more people were able to carry guns. For one op-ed writer, though, people need to stop mentioning this fact. Bowling Green State University published a study in January concerning a law passed in June 2022 that permits citizens to carry firearms in public without a license. In the years since, we are told there is a significant decrease in crime incidents involving a firearm in Ohio's 8 most populous cities. Gun zealots will surely herald this study as proof that relaxed gun restrictions pose no risk. And Attorney General Dave Yost crows the surest takeaway is that it really didn't have an impact on gun violence. Memo to Attorney General Yost. The study isn't comprehensive enough to be significant. It covered just 1 year prior to the law's passage and 1 year after. More in-depth studies conclude that an increase in permitless carry leads to an increase in gun violence. The author goes on to cite a number of much older studies that reveal exactly what he wants. And to be fair, he's not wrong. A single year isn't indicative of a long-term trend. However, we also know that many of these studies are bad for a variety of reasons. This is something Cam wrote about a couple of years ago. Here's a prime example of why many of these studies are an issue. One example that Brown raises is the oft-repeated claim that gun homicides dropped by 40% after the state of Connecticut adopted a permit-to-purchase law requiring handgun owners to first receive a gun permit from the local police department. This was breathlessly reported back in 2015 by outlets like the Washington Post and repeated on Democratic debate stages in 2020. But Brown revealed some interesting parts of the study that weren't widely reported and utterly discount that 40% statistic. First, the drop in homicides in Connecticut wasn't based on a comparison between previous years or the United States as a whole. Instead, researchers crafted a synthetic Connecticut comprised of portions of Rhode Island, California, and several other states, and compared those homicide totals to Connecticut's post-permit murder rate. That's bad enough, but what makes it egregiously worse is that the researchers' own data showed that the drop in Connecticut's murder rate was short-lived, and that within a few years the gun homicide rate in the real Connecticut was actually more than 40% higher than it was in a synthetic state dreamt up by the academics. Somehow the author didn't take issue with the methodology here. Regardless of any of that, what he's missing is one important point. What happened doesn't remotely resemble what people like him said would happen if constitutional carry passed. They claimed violence would be worse, when it's not. They claimed homicides would skyrocket, and they didn't. Correlation may not equal causation, but causation should cause correlation. Then again, anyone who refers to us as gun zealots is a zealot of a different stripe. He's dismissed the issues with gun research when it shows what he likes, and takes issues with anything but perfect methodology when it doesn't. Gun control doesn't work, and studies are routinely rigged to make it look like they are. That is zealotry, as is ignoring those criticisms only to become a critic of a study that's open and honest about what it found. Ha! What say you, panel? This is a talkative-ass panel tonight, I gotta tell you. Duffer says, can you read that again, Gary? I wasn't paying attention. No.
Well, it's pretty much proven, you can weigh, stats one way or the other. And, it's like you see these commercials, 4 out of 5 dentists recommend this toothpaste. Well, they can legally say that, but, it may have been 4 out of 30, but they can reduce that down and say 4 out of 5 legally.
Well, if you read the fine print, it says 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed.
Yeah.
So if you take it didn't say random or anything. They may have only asked 4 dentists.
Yeah.
Or 5 or whatever. And they
that's their
handpicked
opinion
those 4.
before they gave the survey, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Surveyed. So they didn't say anything about it being a fair survey, random survey, or anything of the sort. So, yeah, you can play with figures.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Most men like to play with figures, but
But
You can always massage the numbers.
yup. And you can always twist the facts to make it look like they're in your favor.
And as far as like surveys and polls and stuff like that, those are usually worded to get a response that they want. So it's, to go to the extreme of it is, do you like chicken or do you hate cats?
I hate cats.
So, okay.
Do you like chicken? I'm sorry.
You'd be the 1 out of 5, And do you slam it? Do you slam the slide closed on an empty chamber, or do you kill kittens?
Kill kittens.
Just out of general principle, or what?
Accidents.
Well, the word kill.
I actually saw the air quotes. Accident.
Snob's like, how did those cats get in that gunny sack?
Mm-hmm. Oh, damn it. I dropped it off
It was
this
a
bridge into the
baptism.
river.
Well, I thought that's how you baptize cats. You put them in a gunny sack with a cement block and throw them
No,
over the
that's
river.
how you send them through basic training. You got to get them in the gunny sack
Oh,
so that Gunny can take care of them.
Houdini
I
training.
totally
Yeah.
screwed up.
You guys are going to really piss George off in a second. We better stop.
He doesn't listen to this show.
Oh, they don't? Okay.
That makes 2 of us.
Just on it. I don't watch it.
That makes 2 of us.
Travis T says you should see all the blood in the streets of Florida since permitless carry passed. Oh, wait, never mind. Nothing changed.
Well, it's because it rains every day down there at 3 p.m. It washes it all away.
That's true.
Duh.
Defense Dad says, what about baby cows? They're the size of a dog, and when they get old, it'd be acceptable to eat them.
I don't know. We
True.
can talk to our cow farmer in here.
Yeah. Let's go to an expert.
I like steak.
I thought
You
steak
could be a
was supposed to
vegetarian
be
like
food.
Snob.
From baby cows?
I mean, I'm not picky. I like the 4th trimester cat.
Wow.
Snob says, I don't care what size it is. If it fits on the grill, it don't matter.
Wow. Oh.
Those baby ones grill up just like the big ones do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't require near as much freezer space. In
Mm-mm.
fact, you could probably put one on a spit, Oh, heck of a deal. We're horrible people. We're all very horrible people.
That's what I've been told.
Defense Dad says, my kid wants one of those baby or miniature cows. They don't get bigger than like a German Shepherd. Michael Dunn says, isn't baby cow called veal?
Kind of. There's more to that than that, but
Yeah, you got to keep them in a little pen where they can't move.
Keep
and they
them
can't
in
be
the
out in
dark.
the sunlight.
Hmm?
Yeah. They can't be in the sunlight either.
You can't be in the
Yeah.
sunlight? What are they, vampires?
Was that cook 'em or something or what?
It's just how veal's made.
I didn't know that veal was actually cow vampire. Who knew?
Yeah.
We learn something every day.
Yeah, you stick them in the sunlight, their name changes from veal to beef.
Very well might. It very well might. All right. Well, let's talk about some other stuff here because I want to bring it to everyone's attention that today is Friday. And that means it's Free Patch Friday at gearwebsites.com. As we all know, Gear Websites is your source for every Second Matters gun channels, gear, ammo ID, and more. They have patches, stickers, and other items. And every Friday is Free Patch Friday. So buy cool stuff at gearwebsites.com. But as I normally say, don't just take my word for it. Let's hear from G-Webs himself.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
That's right. We got some good people. We got some good people there at gearwebsites.com. So let's see. I put that out there. Got some people entering hashtags for some reason out there. The hashtag FT253, and that may or may not be a sign of things to come. But you'd think if something like that was about to be happening, we'd hear a song. Don't we normally hear a song about that? Maybe this song.
Oh, who's the chicken that everyone loves? Gizzard Gary, who's 4'2" but stands above. Gizzard Gary, a ton of ex-wives and more to come. Gizzard Gary, who loves to give gifts to everyone. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway.
Hi folks, Gizzard Gary here.
Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's that time of the night. It's the time of the night that everyone's been waiting on. It's time for the Fowl Territory number 253's giveaway segment. That's right, you're going to win cool stuff and things. All sorts of amazing stuff. And this week, you're going to be a winner chicken dinner. That's right. You can get some chicken minis for breakfast at Chick-fil-A. Maybe not in the morning, and definitely not Sunday morning, but maybe Monday. On your way to work, stop and get a 4-count chicken minis. Those things are amazing.
Are you sitting in your driveway again?
Yes. It's peaceful out here. Karen's over there.
What's wrong with your
Inside.
building? I thought your building was peaceful.
It is. But the dog can't lay in my lap in there as easy. He likes here better. Anyways, Gizzard, what do we have for the good folks tonight?
Well, how good are the folks? Pretty good.
Never mind, probably not that good.
So GGW Outdoors out there. Chad Kelly's out there. We got 25 people in here. And here's what we're going for today. The Gizzard Gary channel sticker. Yes, it is a sticker. That means it has sticky stuff on the back of it. You can stick it to your cat or whatever. Also, the miniature version for the Gizzard Gary Reviews channel sticker.
You should stick those words right now.
We should. We also have the Fowl Territory thumbnail sticker. And then let's see what else we have from the industry. How about that, huh? How about a place that has the fastest sights in any light? And yes, I am talking about excess sights.
That's
Get
true
you some.
story.
They're so excessive.
You should get some. You should definitely.
You know what was excessive? Having to deal with that stupid plastic wing on the VP9s. Fighting with that thing as I'm trying to put my sights back in. I don't know what they're I don't know why they've got that there. I don't know why.
HK hates its customers.
That's probably it.
That's probably it. So we have a sticker here from Lock Grips. Another place you should definitely check out. And how about the good folks at Live Free Armory? That does not mean their guns are free. They just want you to live free. The guns are extra. And another company, if you saw the shorts I've put out this week, most of them are from the We Knife Company. So you're going to get one of their stickers as well.
I got a shipping confirmation from them.
Me too.
I did not.
Okay, so we have a channel sticker from Reloading from the Hot Pot. Because. And then we have a sticker, a decal, or whatever you want to call it, from Taurus. Which is kind of bull when you think about it. We have a sticker from Winchester.
Best ammunition.
We have a sticker from armaspec.com. And we haven't given away one of these in a while. A sticker from VersaCarry. Mainly because I go through my sticker drawer and I find stuff that got shoved to the back for some reason or another. It's like, oh, still have some of those, huh? But we definitely have the DM Foss Special Donatsudo Way of the Hole sticker. Definitely should get one of those. Plus the Papa Smurf sticker. You should get that. You definitely should. And you may if you're the winner tonight. And we have a sticker from Foxtrot Mike Products. And the last sticker tonight, I believe, is from AccuFire, Advancing Accuracy. Okay. But we're not done because we have patches. Oh, yeah, we have patches. We do have patches for you. And while I still have some, you're going to get one of the SHOT Show 2024 patches from Palmetto State Armory.
No way.
And of course, I'm always good to pony up a patch from the good folks at Anderson Manufacturing.
I see what you did there.
I'm not horsing around. That's right. Not horsing around. And then
those jokes are just cold.
How about a patch from Gun Owners of America? Some call
Never
it
heard of them.
Gun Owners of America.
America. If yeah.
Heck yeah. Speaking of GOA, how about this cool patch? It says, "Save a pup, abolish the ATF."
In.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to get that too. And I'd like to say this is back by popular demand, but I don't know how popular it was, but I realized I still had a few of them. You're going to get the coaster pack. That's right. From EAA. Not just one. There's 7 coasters in here. You can host your own card party or something like that.
Cool.
Isn't that true? With the MC14T right there. Super cool stuff. You're going to get all 7, man. And I know this will please the boys. This will get everybody entered in that giveaway. How about some zipper pulls?
Oh my God.
Woohoo!
3 of them. Well, 2 now.
2 now.
There's 3. You're going to get 3.
Is this a special giveaway?
But yeah. Oh, not as special as last week, but it's pretty special. Anyway, you're getting 3 of these things. Brand new, never been hung on anything. So, all right. And, of course, the winner of tonight's drawing receives a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card. Now, if you're a channel member, I'm going to double that to $20. So if a channel member wins, they really win a double chicken dinner. How about that, folks?
Well, it's Chick-fil-A, so they actually just win enough so they can actually have a chicken dinner.
That's true. So we've had a little bit of a glitch here.
Oh crap!
With the
Matrix.
giveaway tool, I've had to restart. So let's go ahead. If you're out there, please re-enter your hashtags.
Do it now.
Might give you about 2 or 3 minutes to re-enter your hashtag. #
No, you can't. You have to.
253.
You have to do it whenever. You have to do it whenever OB says it. He said do
Yep.
it now. So sorry.
Yep. Do it now.
I don't have it on the screen yet.
Doesn't matter.
Nobody wins.
You that or
You
it's
should have
not
done it
working
before
correctly.
Travis T re-entered.
Mm-hmm.
It's only got 12 people in it. I know we have to have more than that out there. So we've got 26 people out there, so we need to have at least
I'm
20.
that hard to believe.
Unless they just don't want to win. No, I wasn't that great at drawing, but still.
You got people like DJ Play Nice who can't even, properly put the right numbers in.
258. Yeah,
He's just getting ahead of the curve.
he's wanting to win a future.
And that thing's lagging, or like I seen
Yeah, it's not working right for some reason.
like 5 go in and it went up 1.
I don't know why we even worry about it. We know who's winning.
I see Ohio Gun Girl out there. If a member wins, does he also double the zipper pulls? Maybe I could do that.
Oh,
I might have
man.
some extra zipper pulls.
That is awesome.
Might do that. We got 17. Are we ever going to get to 20? Having a problem with the old giveaway tool tonight for some reason.
That thing seems to always give me a problem.
Okay, we're going to start counting down from 15, 14, 13,
Why'd you choose
12.
15?
11, 10. Just sounded like a fun thing to do.
Okay.
So let's skip 1 or 2. 7, 6, 4,
Now you're just skipping
3,
numbers?
1.
This is so janky.
It's janky. We're going to do it now.
What's going on here? Congratulations, Travis T.
He is entered. I see his name in there. Who's going to win tonight?
Defense Dad.
No, even worse.
Defense Dad.
Congratulations, buddy.
Oh, how about that? Well, congratulations, Defense Dad. You
can
are
buy most of the stuff at Thunder on the Prairie this June.
the winner, chicken dinner.
God dang it. I'm not doing it again. I was muted and I was just really giving it to him.
I was wondering where you were.
I was just spilling my heart out for him. Something like that. I called him a few names, so it's probably best I was muted.
So I presume Defense Dad hasn't moved recently. I should have his current address.
I believe he is.
You better put him
North
extra zipper
Carolina.
pulls in.
Yeah, I'll probably have to do that. That cost me 3 zipper pulls and an extra $10. But hey, we'll do it. We'll do it.
I wouldn't
We'll
do
do
it for
it.
that guy.
We'll do it. Defense Dad says, Jesus, Snob, I've been nice to you tonight. Wow.
See, that's why I was muted.
Everything's going wrong. Giveaway tool doesn't work, right? Snub's spiel doesn't work. I tell you. We tried.
Yeah, let's show us some guns. Show us your guns.
I don't have any guns. I sold all my guns. Actually, they fell off the boat and went down to a pond somewhere. It's horrible.
Yeah, don't say you sold them. Then you'll be a unlicensed dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's true. I'd be in trouble then, too. All right. So. How about a word from our sponsor? Hey, Gizzard Gang. I shop at Amazon for a lot of my things, and I'll bet you do too. But did you know that you can help support the channel while you do so? You sure can. I'm going to put a link down at the bottom of the screen. It's also in the description. That is my Amazon store. And once you go to that address, you can go ahead and shop for whatever you shop for on Amazon, and I'll get a small portion of the earnings, and it helps to support the channel. I'd sure appreciate it. Thanks. What do you think of that guy?
What was that weird gray blob over the top of your head?
That's George.
Nice
That was George. And let's hear from Snob real quick here.
This is the GunSnob, and you're watching Gizzard Gary.
How about that? That ought to lead us into the next segment. So let's get this guy on the screen and have him tell us what's coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for your second favorite part of the show. That's right. The part of the show where I go to sleep because I'm tired. Oh, wait. It's time for Show Us Your Guns. That's right. Email in those pictures. You can't do Instagram anymore because Gizzard deleted that because he doesn't love you. But you can still send them on an email to gorn@geezergary.com. That's right. That's gorn@geezergary.com. Please don't show them in your hands like me right now. Oh, wait. No. Oh, never mind. Let's give you that. Anyways, yeah. Okay. That's it. Change your channel name.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Gorn, you say, huh? So we have something that was sent before the show from Guns and Barbecue. So let's take a look. There's actually two pictures here. Let's take a look at the first one. He says, not exactly Gorn, but I got my new workbench set up.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got some cool stuff in there.
Why does he need a light on top of his workbench?
I was wondering the same thing. His drawers aren't closed.
Nice setup.
Got a lot of cool stuff there. Then let's take a look at the second picture, which is a little bit different view. So yeah, definitely got the stuff, but yeah, you definitely need the light there so you can not see a little better because it's dark.
I'm curious if that cleaning matching brew.
I'm guessing not.
Hey, put that back up for a second. I was looking at something.
All right, hold on just a minute here. Burf.
Oh, never mind. No, never mind.
You made me do that for nothing.
Yeah.
I see how you are.
We made you do it for something. He just didn't want to tell you what it was.
He doesn't want to tell me. Believe it or not, that's the only email I have for Gorn. So we're going to go to the text chat.
What?
Yeah, one.
People are
And it was
slacking.
before the show.
People are slacking. It's like they don't even have guns anymore.
Yeah, maybe they all sold their guns. So they wouldn't have one of these.
It was made with pride and honor.
Definitely was. It's gold, baby.
Gold.
Gold. Pure gold. All right. So let's look at the second one here. We've got a little different gold on this one.
It's pure gold, baby. Pure gold. Shig shower. Your shig shower.
Berryville, Arkansas. That'd be the Wilson Combat Grip. Moving on.
Moving on. You gonna move on from town to town?
That's right. Let's go with a wider shade of FDE here. Looks like it's seen a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it has. Of the gray variety.
That one goes pow 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 pow. Just like that.
So it's only an 8-shot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. And then next is this one. And boom. More pride.
Why would I own
more
select
honor.
guns? All right. My CZ75 is stock. It doesn't run. How you like that? That one's mostly stock. It's just got the Lock Grips backplate on it. Do you want me to go find some that are stock? I mean, like bone stock, like absolutely nothing? Or like, am I allowed to do like cosmetic stuff?
Evidently not. I don't understand all the hate out there.
Well, it's defense,
Oh, that's
Dad.
right. It's not an
he's
HK.
He's a hateful son of a bitch. You know, got a couple of GP1s in here, but they've got different grips on them.
All right,
Oh,
so
you know,
something a little different here.
The PHP 229 in there is bone stock.
This knife appears to be
Chavez.
stock.
It is stock, I believe.
That's pretty sweet. I think I may be getting some Gorn coming in. I'm hearing some email dings in the background. But let's continue on because we have more stuff to look at, including another knife. So, look at that bad boy.
Spitfire.
USA.
USA. USA.
Try hating that, people. That's just flat classy. All right. And I believe, yes, we do have one more. And if you want to talk about America, let's talk about America.
America. Yeah.
It's a bad boy.
Sweet. I know a hillbilly needs one of them.
I think Snob needs one too. All right, so oh, we got another picture here from Guns and Barbecue. So let's go ahead and take a look at this.
I thought there was something weird in that picture. I just couldn't place it. But sure enough. The good news is he can't see it.
Why is there an angry Muppet on the left side of that? Is it because look at that? Look at that thing. It's angry.
Is that another one from Guns and Barbecue?
Yeah.
The top left corner. Look at that thing. There's
Uh-huh.
angry Muppet
You'd
staring
be
at it.
angry too if you had that big pink thing.
I guess so.
I'm
My
just concerned about when
pareidolia
Guns
is
and
in
Barbecue
full
keeps,
effect right now. I'm seeing angry Muppet faces.
That'll
in a
teach you
shop
not to
rag.
come on the show. Not that I think that would have stopped anybody anyway. So I want to take this time to say hello to another panelist. Let's welcome Sarge at C4 Defense.
No.
Yo,
What is up?
what's up?
Man, we're just having all kinds of fun looking at Gorn. Jacob S. says, Gary, I have 3 emails of Gorn going through the interwebs at this moment to your email. We have Nicholas Family Adventures out there. I want to say hello. Chicago Mike, the shooter, as opposed to Chicago Mike, the non-shooter. All right, so emails. Yeah, there are some emails here. Okay, so Jacob S. sends us this. And he says, I believe this is called a Solotherm S18/100. I saw this in Louisville over the weekend at the military show. Guy was wanting $35,500 for it.
35,500.
Yep. Doesn't say 35,500 watt. I presume they're doll hairs.
You pronounced that wrong.
Okay.
It almost looks like somebody made it in the garage in a way.
How should it be pronounced, Obi?
Louisville.
Louisville.
Ooh. Saw that in Louisville.
In
That's how
Tucky.
you pronounce
Yeah.
it. Mhm.
It's not Kentucky, it's just Tucky. All right. Let's see. Okay, the next email. Okay, now we got some guns. So,
Dang.
see if
Nice.
we get a little closer look here at them. So we've got a Colt 3rd Gen custom engraved nickel finish. Let's see. Engraved by Steve Kamek, Colt Factory Master Engraver. $72.50. Wow. Some pretty nice guns there. Ooh, $18,500 for that one.
That's pretty though.
It's pretty.
That'd be a good barbecue gun. You know, something you take barbecue, take it on a date, no doubt.
Gizzard should pick that up since it's such a bargain.
I should. Turn around and resell it. Definitely.
You probably get 35,500 out of it.
Probably. All right. And then we have this one. Present. Again, this is from Jacob, and it doesn't have any text on the.
Oh, Melon, that's quite the pistol there.
It's a little different.
That's a please do not handle.
Yeah.
Better get his eye poked out.
That's probably true. Now, we have one, well, we have one from Hillbilly, but there's no picture attached to it.
I forgot to send a picture with
It's
it.
an
Didn't
interesting email, but it doesn't have any attachments on it.
Hang on a minute, we're right back.
Guess you just have to imagine the guns that are supposed to be on there.
I can't believe I did that.
And George has entered the stream. If George would sit down. Oh. Is that for Gorn Snob?
Can be. Wasn't necessarily. Just me making fun of an idiot on the internet that's in my comment section.
Let's see what that idiot said. That'll fix it.
That's a 38 357 revolver, by the way.
And why would you need moon clips?
Yeah, use the moon clips.
Yeah. Are you going to send off the cylinder and have it machined before?
Well, yeah.
That would have solved your problems.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, maybe.
That's a true fact, but not relevant.
I should just ask you, so should I send it off and have it machined so that I can use moon clips before I use them, or what?
You can have the first one.
Poor guy.
Reply.
Probably going to have to
the first one.
Make the moon clip as well.
Okay, so we finally got Hillbilly's picture here. So let's take a look. And he says we have a dagger and a .357 Smith & Wesson on the new, just released Brownworks custom pistol stands. How about that?
So those guns are just released?
Stands are, I think.
Yeah, you can get your logos, whatever you want put on them.
I don't know if I'd have my logo put on that revolver. Might hurt the value.
All right. So,
I just asked, I said, so should I send that off and have it machined so that moon clips will fit, or just cram it in?
Just cram it in.
It's an older code, but it checks out.
So
just jam it in, tickle it, talk dirty to it. Get me excited about the project.
Hey, OB, what's the difference between jam and jelly?
Jelly is actually like fully blended and you don't have any pieces in it. Jam actually has pieces of the fruit in it.
Okay. That's what I
thought it was the sugar content.
Could be.
No, I think that's the difference between jam and preserves.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure. I'm just making it up because I wanted to screw his snob because I knew what he was looking for.
Hey, no, I'm not sure.
And I thought I did pretty good, but no, you had to just go and piss on the joke. It's like having guns and barbecue in here.
You think of it over here like canning fruit all this time?
Well, I would call my grandma, but she's in bed, so.
I mean, I thought I did pretty good at making a joke of it, and you just had to go piss on it like guns and barbecues in here again.
Well, what would the joke have been?
Somebody get their $5.
Can't jelly it up.
I can't jelly my dick in your ass.
You're welcome, Gizzard. Sarge forced his hand. It was not going there.
I mean, I did my best. I tried to keep it, but nope. Sarge had to tickle it and talk dirty to it. Got me excited about the project.
If I've told you guys once, I've told you 1,000 times. I don't like that fucking foul language spoken in my show.
Oh, I'm fucking sorry.
I'd
You
hope
didn't get
so,
that reference about
asshole.
tickling it and talking dirty to it anyway, I'm sure. That would have been actually part of a movie that you didn't see.
George got it. George has seen it.
Okay.
He sits
of
around
I
here
have more
watching
faith in
movies.
George seeing it.
Speaking of movies he hasn't seen, Gorlami.
I bet he hasn't seen The Adventures of Ford Fairlane either.
Yes, I have.
What?
Hey, I've got that on DVD.
I was a huge fan back in the day. Pissed off the wife, which made it even more fun. So, Weston Probst is out there. He says, "Is this show still going?" No, it ended quite a while ago. Ozzy Osbourne's out there too. So yeah, we're going progressively downhill here, folks. But we're having
We started
fun.
at the
Somebody got
bottom
their
of the mountain.
compressor
So I don't
blown
know.
into their mic, or what's going on here?
Yeah, I keep hearing that.
Did George bump your mic when he climbed up onto your lap, and now it's directly under your nose and you're exhaling into it?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
I didn't know it.
I
until you
wondered,
mentioned
I
it.
wondered who it was. That's exactly what it sounded like.
Yep.
It was an accurate representation.
Well, fine.
He
I
actually
blame
had
the
the mic
cat.
up his nose.
I blame the cat.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Well, now what are we going to talk about?
I don't know. Is that all we got for Gorn? I don't have any more Gorn
Actually,
lines?
yes, that is all we have for Gorn. Wait a minute. Got a couple more came in. All right. We got one here from 223 DMR. And it says, I put one of my new Arkin scopes on my 223.
Darkened
Nice.
scope is that?
That one.
I can't read it. You're going to have to zoom in. SH. I can't see which one it is. Gizzard normally awkwardly zooms in way too close, and when I want him to, he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It is zoomed in, but it's pixelated. I can't do anything else with
That's what
this.
she said.
Maybe he'll tell us out there.
Excuse me.
It's SH, was it SH4? But I don't know. Thought it said, but I couldn't read the.
But we have something else we can look at, and this is from Rougarou. And it says, my new concealed carry since constitutional carry is passing in Louisiana. There you go.
I bet he won't do it.
Okay. Rougarou Arms says, can anyone say prison wallet? Yes. Defense Dad says, the lack of Gorn leads me to believe we all need to go shopping at our local LGS. Yes. Yes, you do.
A
You very
local
much.
LGS?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like going to the ATM machine.
Or fixing your hot water heater. Yeah.
Or the Sahara Desert.
He says SH4J Gen 2, 6x24x50. There's your answer, Snob. All right. And we got some more Gorn here from Sarge.
That's a nice scope, 223. I got one. I love it.
To be fair, we should say Gordon Lamy.
Yes. Did you watch that this week?
I've been gone all week.
You go watch
It
it
would have been
next
a good
week?
one where you watch with your sisters down there.
His sisters are too busy finding his next wife.
You can watch it next week?
No. I could.
Or are you gonna start coming up with more excuses?
He's not going to watch it until you shame him into it, and then he's going to tell you how good it was.
First, I have to tell you how much it sucks, and I never really had any reason to want to watch it because it's stupid. Then I have to tell you how great it was.
Yep. Then once you actually watched it.
That's true.
That is the only movie that I will read.
Mm-hmm.
Usually once I got to start reading a movie, it's like, nope, I will actually read that one.
What movie was it?
Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely up top of my list of things to watch. So
It's obviously not, or you would have seen it already.
Kind of got you on that one.
I don't want to tell you what I watched today because then you'll make fun of me. So.
Well, we're gonna do that anyway, so you might as well tell us.
Did you watch Two Meals for Sister Sarah?
Actually, I've been watching some old.
Did you watch Cat Ballou?
Old 50s TV shows. I've been watching Perry Mason.
So you think that's better than Inglourious
Perry
Bastards?
Mason was cool.
Well, you gotta think, when that show was on the air originally, no, he was already married and had kids.
Oh.
He'd watch it when he came home from work, read his paper.
That's fair.
In the 50s?
Mm-hmm. Nobody
When
called
he
you
was
at 7 o'clock.
I mean, let's be fair. Perry Mason was a senior when Gary was in grade school. He's not that old.
Wasn't that an Ozzy song?
Yes, matter of fact.
That's what I thought.
What, Perry Mason was a senior when Gizzard was in kindergarten? Seems like an awful odd and specific title.
Especially for Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
It's an Ozzy Osbourne song.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Okay, we got this from Boomstick Revenge. He said, Beretta 102 just picked up today.
Nice.
Not only picked it up, looks like he put it down, too.
Oh,
what he's
Gizzard
putting
with
down?
the dad jokes.
There, a little better look.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. Still early. All right, so let's go through the panel. What color underwear did you put on today, Obi?
Porky bacon, baby.
All right, Hillbilly. What color your underwear?
I'm trying to look. They're gray, I guess.
They're white in parts.
Snob.
Well, I had a little bit to drink, and I went out to the bar with my new Tony Llamas on, and I was going to tell you what color your underwear were, I promise. But then I thought I had a big old crack in my new Tony Llamas when you said you wasn't wearing them. Nobody in here gets that, so I'll just say my underwear were gray.
So 2 grays. Sarge, how about you?
Blue.
Blue. And mine are red. How about that?
Well,
All right. So, favorite brand of men's underwear? Obi.
This is an awkward show.
Yeah, this is let's move on. Move on. That word called and said, "Let's go."
He don't want to tell us because he's not wearing any. Okay.
Duluth boxer, what are they? Boxer briefs or whatever, the spandex type. Yeah, that's all I wear, man.
You don't wear pants or anything. You just walk around in boxer briefs.
Well, 90% of the
boxer
time,
briefs, so you get away with it.
I go down. I just put on my overalls.
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't buy them.
Not just gets them off Vine.
Probably.
Well, I do, but
Wool.
they're Hanes. I'm sorry.
Sarge?
The Duluth Trading Company bullpen.
2 Duluth.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I know they're kind of a little pricier than Walmart.
They're bougie. Those are bougie underwear.
I mean, no, dude. You put on a pair of Duluth, you'll never wear anything else.
It'll change your life.
Oh man,
I got better things to spend $20 on a pair of underwear.
I'm either wearing Duluth underwear or I'm not wearing any. Get that vision out of your head.
Pretty much.
Just imagine what I'm doing now.
Yeah, you got to buy a power inverter, don't you?
I already bought that.
Fruit of the loom here, believe it or
Spending
not.
money on no fancy underwear.
I buy whatever's cheap at Walmart.
Dude, you go to Duluth, you'll never go back to Walmart for underwear.
I don't want to spend $20 for a pair of briefs.
I know, but dude, they're so comfortable and they'll last. I mean, I was the same way, but
Well, if I did that, I'd only buy 1 pair and wear them every day, and then people would have a problem with that too, probably. Probably get the stinking after.
They got 2.
Huh?
They got an inside and an outside.
Yeah.
That's a point. That's a good point. All right, so it's the 1st of March, huh? Let's see. What's everybody's plans for Every Second Matters, which is tomorrow? How about you, Obi? Any plans for Every Second Matters?
Probably going to work in the yard.
Work in the yard. Hillbilly.
A little bit of outside yard work and then probably shoot part of a video.
Okay, 2 yard works. Snob.
Nothing, probably.
Nothing. I like that answer. And Sarge.
Got to change oil on the Tahoe and clean up around here.
Exciting bunch, I tell you what.
Well, you didn't.
I never do nothing, but
What am I doing tomorrow? I'm going to go see my daughter. As if I haven't been on the road enough this week. Yes, I'm going to make another road trip. Yeah. Yeah. Since we had the last show, I think I've spent darn near 24 hours on the road. A lot of driving. Got to drive through Snob's beautiful state of Oklahoma a couple times.
he spent 24 hours on the road. He must have drove 73 miles.
Okay. No, I drove over 700 each way. So Oh, a lot of driving. But I did get to go. I got to tour the city of Bernie. It's quite the neat looking town, by the way. Also, Lockhart, which is the barbecue capital of Texas. Got to eat some Texas barbecue while I was there. So.
You have beans in it?
I did not eat any beans, no.
Okay. So
Nope.
Texans don't put beans in their barbecue. Got it.
I don't think they put them in their chili either.
That's right. Real chili don't have beans.
The hell it don't.
That's the. Why would you destroy chili with beans? That is the dumbest thing ever, to put a filler in something that's good. Really, just to take up space.
Did you have any Mexican food while you was down there? I heard there's some
did.
pretty decent stuff.
I did. First night I was there, as a matter of fact. Yeah. So, yeah, for those of you out there in the audience who don't know, I spent the week in San Antonio visiting my family. So, had a good time. A lot of driving, but I had a good time. I actually had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I had a 5-bedroom house, 2-story, 5-bedroom house, all to myself for the week.
Nice.
Kind of interesting. Because it's actually my nephew's old house, the one that passed away last fall. Because my sister and my brother-in-law, they have a condo up above his garage, and that's where they're staying. And they're fixing his house up because it's about to go through a sale. So I had the whole place to myself. It's kind of like a little mansion.
Not bad. Nice.
Compared to my house, it's a mansion. Let's put it that way. I think my bedroom was about half the size of this whole apartment. All right, let's see. Let's do one of these real quick. We haven't done one of these in a while.
Gizzard Gary, Gizzard Gary, Gizzard Gary, Gizzard Gary. Tune in to Fowl Territory, Friday nights, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern.
That wake everybody up?
I love it.
All right. Well, I give, folks. I tell you what, I know when I'm beaten. So we're going to go ahead and segue right into the last segment of the show, and that would be, what did you learn? And let's see. Is that something you want me to put on the screen, Snobby? GunSnob? GunSnob must be muted.
He's not here.
Oh, he left? Well,
I'm just going by what's up on the screen here. It doesn't look like he's here.
Well, then he can't answer the question. Okay. Anyway, what did you learn? So we're going to ask all of our panelists, the 3 that are left anyway, what did you learn tonight? And then tell us what you got coming up for the next week on your channel, or plug whatever you want to plug. And of course, we're going to start with my co-host, Obnoxious One. What did you learn?
Not a thing. Didn't learn a thing.
Heck of a deal. What have you got coming up for us?
Stuff. I don't know if I'm going to have any things, but I got stuff coming up.
Okay, but you got some things in the works for later.
I don't know about that. We might be out of the things business.
Wow.
Been
That's
rough. Been a rough year. We might have to get out of. We might have to tighten our portfolio just a little bit and focus on our stuff.
Might have to do that. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but anyway, thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate it. And staying to the end of the show, unlike some people. Anyway, let's move on to Hillbilly Up. What did you learn?
I learned that a lot of people will spend $20 on a ball cap, but not a good pair of underwear.
Yeah, but I can wear the same cap every day.
You can do the same thing with underwear. Oh, man. What I got coming up.
Yeah.
We have Guns, Beer, and Therapy tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. And I do have a video coming out tomorrow on those really cool Brownworks gun stands. And so all of that coming out tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about it. They're pretty cool. So I think that's about it for as far as the weekend goes.
All righty. Well,
thanks for having me on, buddy.
Thank you for being here. And so let's go on to Serge. What did you learn?
I got here right at the end, so I'm just not really sure. I apologize.
Well, that's all right. Well, what have you got coming up for us?
Something. As soon as I get a tracking number.
Cool.
2 somethings. As soon as I get tracking numbers.
Very cool. All right. Well, thank you for being here. And so that leads me to this. I want to thank everybody for being here this evening and for watching Fowl Territory. Whether you watched on YouTube, Facebook, or X, or you're watching the replay, or possibly even listening to the podcast later on this week, thanks for taking part in the program. Thanks to everybody who participated in the text chat or sent in Gorn. I appreciate that. Thanks to my wonderful panel this evening for helping me put on the show. And, of course, a special thanks to all of my channel members out there on YouTube for helping to support the channel financially. I certainly do appreciate it. I want to remind everybody that after this show, coming up the top of the hour, 11 o'clock p.m. Central, is the weekly 2A wrap-up on the Gun Websites channel, also on the Daily Gun Show channel. And I do have that listed as a follow-up, so when I end this show, you should get a link to it. So there's G-Webs right there, as a matter of fact. Also, don't forget, once again, Free Patch Friday at gearwebsites.com. So make sure and go out and get you some cool stuff. So get you a free patch. Free Patch Friday. Every second matters. Tomorrow, don't forget. Also, don't forget that if anyone tries to infringe on your right to keep and bear arms, give them the bird. This is Gizzard Gary. On behalf, there's the rest of my panel right there. On behalf of my panel, have a wonderful evening, safe weekend, and I will give my panelists one last chance to do their shout-outs before I hit the closing credits. So here we go.
I ordered a Free Patch Friday and got all kinds of cool free.
Yo.
All right. Free stuff from CA this weekend. Cool. California? All right. Anyway, thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.